What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always, spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. The subject is basketball, in a sense, talking about AJ Griffin, former Duke standout basketball player and now former NBA player, says he's given up basketball to truly serve God. A lot of people out there have their opinions about this. There's the side that are happy for him and feels, if that's how he feels, that's what he wants to do. He has the right to make that decision. And especially if you're somebody who believes in God, follows the word of God, then you may feel as though, what he's doing is a noble thing. Then there's others that would say, you're giving up a life of being a professional basketball player. There's some out there that, would love to switch places with you and have that opportunity to play ball, why are you turning down all that money? Well, AJ Griffin, he was a good enough basketball player, first of all, to leave college early and get to the league. So that's saying something. He definitely wasn't a star standout in the NBA, but he was holding a spot, which is still significant. The worst player in the NBA is so much better than guys that are on the street typically playing basketball, that are what you would call your playground all-stars or your pickup game all-stars. That it's not even funny, to know. I think a lot of people don't understand the level of skill it takes to play in the NBA. Truly, people think they do, but if you haven't been out on the court with those guys before, you may not truly understand. Now, and I'm not trying to put down, by the way, people playing pickup ball or people who aren't in the league, because there's people who've been in the league and didn't last, or guys overseas. There's some high level of ball players that aren't in the league. But even they know, if they've played with those type of guys, just the type of level you have to be holding a spot on the team. So my point there is AJ is an elite basketball player in terms of the average person in the world. That being said, what we have to realize is two things here. One, AJ we don't know how much basketball is his life. For some people, they have the love of the game. They do it because it's not just their dream, but they live it, they breathe it. It's like, it's like breathing, like it's like air, like they need it. And those people, it's hard for them to turn away from the game of basketball, just like other athletes in their sport. There are some people who do things because they have a natural talent. Maybe their parents got them involved in basketball. They turned out to be a really good athlete, either because their parents were athletes or they just are a great athlete. They got a knack for it. They do real well. And so the natural progression is to keep moving up in levels and eventually get paid to play. We don't know which one AJ is. If he's the one that just is doing it because it's a good job and he's good at it, then it's probably easier for him to pick something else to do, especially as long as he knows he's going to be fine financially and able to take care of himself. Now, if he has a great love for it, that could be a lot harder. I'm going to speak a little bit to both. One, I'm going to commend him for doing what he did. It takes a lot. It must have been a difficult decision. If he has that love and that passion for the game that I'm talking about, then he probably thought about this long and hard to get here. And if he's willing to give that love and that passion up in order to, as he says, serve God, whether that's being a pastor, spreading the word like he's already been doing on his Instagram account and probably other social media platforms, whatever that is, then he probably has a real passion for that too. And that's serious. And he probably took some, like I said, some real soul searching, and he feels that's where he wants to go. For those that say, why give up that money? Let's not act like you can't make a living serving God. Like, depending on if he wants to be a pastor or how he wants to get involved, there's ways to earn a living and a good living. It's not like he needs to be worrying about money or worrying about being able to get a home and raise a family and things like that. You can do that working in the church or working in some capacity serving God, whatever he chooses to be. And especially with the platform he already had from basketball, he might can take some of that into that realm. So I think he's, money wise, he'll be fine. Will he earn as much as he would in the NBA? Who knows? I mean, like I said, who knows if he was going to be a big time earner in the league or if he was going to have to go overseas eventually, or, who knows? But I will say kudos to him for being able to make that tough decision despite what other people may think. I'm sure he's getting a lot of praise and a lot of hate coming his way because there's, a lot of people out there that probably feel a certain way about religion in general and believing in God in general. And so they may kind of scoff at the idea that you would give up basketball to do that. But it's AJ's choice in the end. I don't know what y'all think out there and people who follow my channel. But regardless, good luck to him. And I guess that opens up another opportunity for somebody who really has that dream to get in the NBA. There's a spot open. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J-Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, get at me in the comments. Find me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok.